Hi friends. So it's me, yeah babe. I'm back and I'm happy to be back. I've really been missing doing YouTube content. I don't know, I really feel like my spirit is getting like drawn to doing more over here. Um anyway, hi, if you're new here, my name is B. Welcome. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. I have my website back up and running. I feel like it wasn't running and then I had it back running and then like 3 days after that Spotify like needed me to talk contact support for some whole other shit for renewal. So that was a thing. I went out of town over the weekend and then now I'm back. So yeah, it's been a doozy, but my website is back up. We are doing 2026 yearly overview readings. You can get 10% off of majority of these readings that I have for 10%. Did I say 10% off? 10% off using the code comeback, which is just a discount I'm running since I was getting or did get my website back up. Yeah, everything you need to know to find that or to find my website or just wanting to find me on other platforms, you can find that down below in the description box. This is what you need to know Wednesday. Of course, if you clicked on my face, you're seeing my face, you're hearing my voice, you know why we're here. For those who are new, let's just kind of give a quick rundown of what this video kind of is about, right? What do you need to know Wednesday is basically just a gaggle of information, clarity and or confirmation needed up until this point to the week and or that you might need as you close this week out off into the weekend. Nothing I say here is meant to trigger you and or make you feel any type of way. This is all for clarity and confirmation. Okay. If anything I say triggers you at any given point, put you in your feelings, honey, or anything like that, turn this off. Maybe I'm not the reader for you. Maybe this isn't the video for you, or maybe now just isn't the time to be receiving these messages. Make sure you go ground yourself, spend some time with yourself, have a good cry, have a good nap if you need to. Okay, and then come back to this when you feel like you're actually mentally, emotionally, and spiritually ready for these messages. All right. The solar plexus chakra just fell out as I'm shuffling. Sorry, I know there's a glare. My fucking ring camera, but you just have to take my word for it, okay? So there is a solar plexus chakra. I do have Vicks vapor up under my nose. I am a little under the weather. My sister-in-law did get me sick, okay? But I'm feeling much better than I was feeling. So let's go ahead and jump into it since the cards obviously need to be talking. What you need to know this Wednesday as the solar plexus chakra comes out as the first card out. Confidence, self-esteem, um, courageousness is coming to mind also. Solar plexus chakra might need some work. Okay, so you could be maybe feeling low self-esteem. Maybe you're feeling not so confident in yourself, not so confident in your abilities. To me, this is also like about self-value. Also about like, because the solar plexus is in like the gut. It's, I think they said like right above, slightly above the navel. So again, this makes me feel like for some of you feeling confident in your gut feeling. Sorry, I feel like I might need to take the glasses off so you can see my face. So that way it can seem like we actually having a conversation and you're not just staring into the screen as it reflects from the glasses. Anyway, shout out to my partner for them glasses. I need to give them back to him. Anyway, yeah. So it says when imbalanced, you feel shy, lost, low confidence, or low self-esteem, unmotivated in your body, your spirit, and or your mind. Okay, when it's balanced, you feel strong, confident, and expressive in your mind, body, spirit, and life. So again, how are we kind of channeling that confident energy, that strength? How are you feeling more confident in your gut? How are you trusting your gut? How are you going with the flow? How are you following your intuition at this time? All of these things are very important this week. Sorry, it feels like I have something in my eye. Give me another card for what do we need to know this week for the collective. Karmic partner. Yeah, so be careful of people who might be triggering this energy for you this week. Be mindful, okay? Because sometimes you might feel triggered and you like, I don't know why I feel like this. I don't know why I feel like that. I don't know why I just feel so depressed and down bad and sad. And it's probably because you're around somebody who might be like either triggering this energy or carrying this energy. This karmic partner card for me isn't a good card. There's two in this deck in particular. I can't shout out the deck because the person who originally made it is a op of mine, but I like this deck and I bought it, so I'm gonna keep using it. But yeah, there's two in this deck in particular. This one particularly is for me is like a negative karmic partner. Not every karmic partner is a bad one. Karmic partners just are typically people who are like maybe you've known in the past life or people who are crossing paths with you this life to teach you something, reflect back something to you. Sometimes, though, again, it can be very toxic and negative, and other times it's not toxic and negative as much as it's just this person is mirroring you to show you where you haven't healed. This is the toxic and negative card, though, that I have. So for me, this coming out right next to it makes me feel like, again, pay attention to your gut feeling, pay attention to what it is that you know. Be confident, pay attention to people who try to knock your confidence, pay attention to people who you feel shy around, pay attention to people who make you feel unmotivated, right? Who around you, what around you this week might be contributing to that, right? Again, it could be a karmic partner in the sense of um there's an outside influence. Maybe this is someone who is like a player, you know what I'm saying? Someone who kind of has third party affairs and deal with you, but then deal with other people. And it's like taking a knock to your confidence. Okay. Again, this is just simply someone who is sent to help you like reveal weaknesses so you can work on them. It's less about them as an individual and it's more about how you're handling the situation, how you're going about the situation, and the lessons you learn as you go about handling the situation. So you could have some karmic partners around you this week that are lingering, okay? Make sure you're like, again, like I said, paying attention to how you feel when you depart from these people. Maybe you share energy with them and then before you know it, you pick up their energy because they have low self-esteem and they don't feel super confident and they're not strong and expressive. Okay, so now you kind of feeling a little timid and a little meek when that's not really who you are. Or be wary of people who might make you want to, or in so many ways go about making you feel small. Sometimes you affiliate with people and you can be naturally expressive, but some people's energy is so negative and just so toxic and so fucked up to where, it makes you not want to express. It makes you not feel so confident about yourself. It makes you leave and depart from with them second guessing yourself, right? Legacy came out also. I don't necessarily feel like it ties exactly into these first two cards, but it could, right? Maybe some of you this week are expressing some ideas. Yeah, like, right? Then I just said that. Maybe some of you this week are expressing some ideas or some new things that are happening or some new things that you want to happen in your life. Again, be careful of people around you who, don't exactly want that. People around you who, you know, make you feel like that's not a good idea. Again, maybe you said, yeah, this is what I want to do, and this is like a business venture I want to invest in, and I'm thinking about going back to school so I can do X, Y, and Z. Be careful of people around you who, again, once after you tell them that idea, they kind of leave a taste in your own mouth, like maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe I should just keep working the job that I have and just be lucky that I have a job and just eat cheese and be merry. And it's like, no. You need people around you that make you feel good, that make you feel strong and confident. And as you express things to them, not only does it feel good expressing it to them, but they also clearly support you. For some of you, this is sexual partners. I'm picking that up. Be careful of that. When you have sexual exchanges with people, again, be very mindful of how you feel. That's something I've came into this year, where I can kind of already tell when someone's energy isn't as good as they claim for it to be, right? Or is maybe I even misled and thought myself for it to be. Because once I kind of lay down with them and I get back up, I don't feel so good. Like I actually literally feel dirty. Like I can lay down with some people and the next day, even if it's protected or not, I still be like, I kind of feel like I should go to the, and it's not a physical thing. Like they don't wash or anything. Like it's a spiritual, energetic thing. You know what I'm saying? It's very much the phrase of when you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. So be very careful of that too. Okay. Follow your gut. Be mindful of how you feel. We all make mistakes, so this isn't to hear and bash and chastise. If you've never slept with nobody and never felt like that because you just so great at reading energy, amazing. But for those of you who not so well, okay, for those of you who sometimes can think fleshly, not always so spiritually, because we're all living the human experience and we're learning, right? Just be mindful of that. Sometimes, again, you might sleep with people you don't feel so confident. Sometimes people want to just sleep with you, right? And they just kind of sleep around. Very player energy. Follow that. If you feel like in your gut that that's what's going on, if you feel like in your gut that this person might kind of be a little shifty, then make sure you follow that. Follow your gut and follow what it is that you know that you have. Express yourself. Make sure you're asking questions about what people want. Because again, this makes me feel like there might be a lingering karmic partner, or some of you might be entertaining with one. And again, they could be a very much a player type of person. They have third party energy. They deal with multiple people. You're not the only one trying to be the only one in my Drake voice. Okay. But again, this type of energy could be triggering to you because it could make you feel like, oh, you're not really fucking with me like that because you kind of really be fucking with everybody else, like I'm not special. Or again, after you deal with them, since they're dealing with other people, they could be bringing energy to you. Now, typically, as a confident person, expressive, you know who you are, you're confident in your mind, body, and spirit, then you lay down with them and you get to waking up feeling like, I just don't feel so pretty today. That might not be your energy. It might be another bitch's energy. It might be another nigga's energy. It might be a third party, whomever's energy, or it could be the other person's energy because they're spreading themselves around so thin, if that makes sense. For others of you, though, again, outside of just that, I'm seeing new ideas this week. I'm seeing generational wealth being on your mind. Okay, we do have a new moon in Scorpio coming up, which is very transformative. We are in the last retrograde of 2025, so we are wrapping up some cycles. I'm seeing some of you guys having some birth of a new idea. Or you're conceiving new ideas, you're conceiving new business plans, you're conceiving new um again projects and stuff that like can really bring in generational wealth and really bring in like a stable foundation for you. For those of you where that aligns, you're absolutely being told to go for it. You're being told to implement these things. Okay, plant these seeds. This is a money tree. There's also a butterfly on here, if you can see that little hint of orange back there in the back. So again, butterflies are indicative of transformation. I did just say Scorpio new moon. I did just say we have the last retrograde. I think the Mercury just shifted into Scorpio in retrograde. We have like a Scorpio stellium, or we will be having one very soon in the sky. Okay, so again, this is a good time to transform your life. Like I said, there's a money tree here. There's a baby here in this baby card. Okay, it's giving plant the seeds. It's giving conceive the thing, start working on it. Okay, so for those of you where you having some new ideas and you're kind of concocting some stuff, your wheels is turning on new ideas and new things that you can do, write them down. I'm hearing write them down, write them down. That was a big thing I heard. Write your ideas down, write your projects down, write your aspirations down. All of these things matter so that way you won't lose them, because you're getting like divine ideas that can single-handedly help you in building a legacy, single-handedly help you building generational wealth, and to just be again financially stable, financially straight for your children's children. Okay, give me two more cards with this oracle deck. Turtle, karmic partner, yeah. And the other karmic partner card came out. So again, karmic partners are very much a thing this week. Be very careful of people who are being brought into your life, because they are meant to like help you reveal something or to help you in your spiritual aid. The last two cards that came out is the turtle and the karmic partner card. This karmic partner card, that again is my card where it's not so negative. It's more about people mirroring you. It's more about again the mirror of it all, right? The karmic partner, where it's not about being toxic and negative and how much of a player you could be. It's more about how you're reflecting back to someone how they still need to grow, where they still need to grow, where they still haven't healed, right? Reflecting back their insecurities and reflecting back, you know, their like wounds, right? Their own insecurities, right? Again, the solar plexus chakra card is here, which is about again confidence, expression, and when it's weak, it can be about having low confidence, insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Having low self-esteem. So it's like for others of you too, I'm seeing this. It could feel like a slow progress. For those of you who are kind of dealing with things like that, it could feel like you're just slowly getting by. Like maybe you're always getting these mirrored connections, like you're always getting these connections that aren't meant to last. Okay, you're being asked to have your patience. Again, there's a big emphasis here of someone dealing with things that are karmic. Whether it be you're on the toxic karmic side and they just think they're a player and they want to run game and you know they show up in a manner that makes you question yourself, or whether it's not so toxic and more so just something that is more of a lesson, right? Again, there's a totem pole. Some of you are dealing with karmic partners where it's toxic, and others of you are dealing with karmic partners where it's not toxic exactly, but it's more like a lesson. And it's like, okay, when do I not have to deal with karmic friends, karmic relationships, karmic lovers, karmic family members? You know what I'm saying? When does the lesson kind of conclude itself. And it's like, this is a good time to work on your patience and to understand that slow progress is still steady progress. There are still things that you're learning. You're still being sent people who are revealing to you where you might still be touchy feely sensitive, where you might think you've healed from something, and then when you have real interaction in real time, you realize, oh, maybe I didn't heal like I thought I did. It's kind of one of those situations. In the midst of it all, though, this is a good time to be focusing on what helps you build your legacy. This isn't really a good time to focus too much on partnership, is what this feels like also. So love might feel a little slow right now, but it's because you're meant to really focus on implementing these new beginnings, these new ideas that can bring you some money. Um, yeah, bottom of the deck, right? We have accountability, to-do list. So yeah, this is about kind of reflecting, being reflective. Right now is a period of forgiveness. Right now is a period of shadow work. Right now is a period of, using judgment, self-reflecting, self-reflection, self evaluations, right? What is your own accountability for, what this is in these relationships? What are you still learning? If you keep attracting karmic partners, what is the lesson that you're not learning? Or what's the lesson that you're slowly learning, but you might have to just keep relearning it. Sometimes you have to just redo the grade. It's like elementary school and shit. Sometimes you just got to redo third grade. You didn't learn it the first time. You didn't pay attention the first time. You didn't understand the material the first time. That's not bad. That's not to be a notch against you. Sometimes you just got to relearn the material. Sometimes you just have to re-go a lesson, another one. And maybe just as much as however much you thought you learned it the first time, maybe you just have to go through the material again like a test to ensure that you really have passed it. You know? But it's like there's a level of accountability that you have to take. There's a level of relearning, reparenting, reprogramming yourself that needs to happen in order to really kind of get out of this energy. And until then, as you face your fears and you face your insecurities, um, keep implementing these projects and ideas. Give me something on this legacy card for what do we need to know this Wednesday. Give me something on this legacy and baby card. What is this that's being built? Hang woman fell sideways. So you could be feeling stuck. Are you feeling stuck somewhere in your life? Are there some obstacles that are here? Pisces energy with this hang woman. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Seven of Pentacles is reversed also. If you feel like you're experiencing some obstacles, if you feel like you're experiencing some conflicts, if you feel like you're experiencing some setbacks, is what I heard, and you're feeling stuck, it's because you need to start investing in some other stuff. Again, there's some new ideas, some thoughts, some projects, something that you can be investing your money in, investing your time in, investing your effort in, that can kind of help you, especially where this is like financial, right? Maybe again, I know as black people, right, a big thing amongst us is living paycheck to paycheck, where it's like you get tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You get tired of having to, kind of scrape pennies out of the couch to make ends meet. But it's like you wouldn't have to do that. You can kind of set yourself up generationally. There's something specific you're not investing in. It's something new that needs to be built. It needs to be conceived. This is not something that you can do overnight. This feels like a thought and an idea that, again, might take about 9 months with this baby card before you could really get it off the ground. Let's say you want to start a business. Let's say you have a passion for fashion like the Bratz dolls and shit, and you've always secretly wanted to make clothes. But okay, it might take you 9 months to get the website together, get a logo, get the sewing machine, get the in material, get all the needles and the thread, and really kind of practice, and then really kind of get an idea in order to really kind of birth this thing. But it's like you need to get started. You're stuck and kind of feeling like things are stagnant for you because again, you're not really implementing and doing what you could really, not really doing what you need to do in order to really transform your circumstances financially. Seven of Pentacles is reversed. Again, this is about investing in something. This is about pouring into something. This is about, again, the seeds that you're planting that you want to grow. Eight of Pentacles is about the consistent effort, the consistency, the hard work, the dedication, the going to work every day, the putting the practice in every day, the consistent energy an investment to really bring it to life. Nine of Pentacles is about reaping the fruit of your labor. What is it that you're investing in right now? Or better question, what is it that you think about investing in that you feel like maybe could bring you some generational wealth and some monetary gain that you aren't investing in? Because this would indicate you're stuck because there's something you're not investing in that actually could be a really good investment and bring you generational wealth. Yeah, I just heard that's my baby. So this is something that might feel super sensitive to you. Like again, maybe you want to do music, maybe you want to write, maybe you want to act, maybe you want to sing, maybe you want to make clothes, and it's like you on your Erica Badu shit where it's like, look, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So it kind of make you not want to do it. It kind of make you not want to put it out because it's like this is so precious to me. Like I'm getting an energy in the sense of wanting to protect something or feeling super tender about it, not really wanting to put it out, not really wanting to share the world because it's like, oh, I kind of want to protect either this part of yourself, like for instance if you sing, right, where it's like, oh, but making music, this is my baby, like I said on some Erica Badu shit. So it's like I don't really want to share this part of myself because it's tender to me, or I don't really want to share my art because it's personal to me and people might take it the type of way. Give me another card. Yeah, Five of Pentacles again. Money. And you see how she just sitting on the outside of the door with her head turned like she don't see the door right here. So this makes me feel like, yeah, there's some ideas. Queen of Swords down at the bottom of the deck reverse. There's some ideas. There's some thoughts. There's some epiphanies. Like some some ideas. Your wheels are turning. But it's like instead of investing your time, your effort, your energy, for a lot of you, you spend a lot of your energy and efforts kind of doing stuff you don't want to do, kind of sitting on your hands. For some of you, this is just simply not getting up and seizing the opportunity to open the door. For others of you, this could be like, again, you waste a lot of energy. Seven of Pentacles reversed, but then the Five of Pentacles is here. This is like you waste 5 days out of the week bullshit, and then you do it for 2 days out of the week. For some of you, that's another thing, right? If this is something you've already started, something you already want to make generational wealth out of. For some of you, this hangman indicates you feel stuck this week because again, you spend 5 days out of the week bullshitting and partying, and then you spend 2 days out of the week trying to do business shit. That's not how that's gonna work. You'll always feel stuck. You'll always feel broke. You'll always feel like you in a scarcity mindset, like I gotta work paycheck to paycheck because you're not really investing the way you need to. Seven of Pentacles. That's you know what I'm saying? All 7 days of the week, you need to be investing time, energy, effort into getting this up off the ground. How bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want to move these obstacles? How bad do you really want to get all this shit out of your way in order to really get to this generational wealth and this new beginning and this beautiful new life? If you spend 5 days at your dead end job, but then 2 days trying to invest in business, if you got $700, but then you blow $500 on bullshit, but then now you only got $200 to invest toward getting business stuff, inventory, supplies, anything that you need, everything else that you need, payments for paperwork and LLCs and licenses and all of this. Yeah, you kind of gonna stay stuck. So what side are you on? Are you stuck because again you wasting more time than you're investing? Or are you feeling stuck and stagnant because you haven't even gotten your ass off your shoulders yet and got up and started moving? For some of you, you still just so in scarcity mindset, you ain't even moved yet. For some of you, this feel like I don't even make enough money to even be investing in a new business. Yes, you do. You don't have to spend the whole seven. You just need to spend 500 of it with the rest of the 200 budget. But invest your money in something that can make you money. You ain't even got to worry about the 500 because when the business get rolling, that 5,000 go replace all of that. But you have to spend money to make money. Are you a boss or not? You want this shit to work or not? What you doing? You ain't got to spend the whole seven. Oh, well, B, I only got like $700 on my check this week. Cool. So 500 of that can go to inventory and supplies. You can make it back later when the business start rolling. You're going to make it back. That's how you need to speak to yourself. It's right here in the card. Generational wealth. It's right here. You saw me pull it. I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. How bad do you want it? Or do you want to stay stuck? Pisces energy is here with this hanged woman. What time are we at? 24 minutes. Give me something for this solar plexus karmic partner energy up here. Talk to me a little bit more about that for what do we need to know this week. Two of Cups reversed. So yeah, again, for some of you, this is like an unrequited situation. For some of you this week, you got yourself in an unrequited situation, and it's kind of fucking with your confidence. Stay away from these people, okay? And you should not be dealing with no connections. I don't give a fuck who it is that bring you challenges, obstacles. You see, this Five of Wands is up right now. It was reversed down at the bottom of the deck when I was talking about this over here. But now that I'm over here, it's upright. This is arguments. This is conflict. This might even be arguments about third parties, arguments about other people, arguments about this person dealing with other people. Okay, but you and somebody else are not on the same page. There's Two of Cups here. There's either a unrequited love situation or y'all are on the same page when it comes to the emotional connecting part, and it's triggering somebody. It's giving somebody a knock to their solar plexus. For those of you, I just heard somebody needs to speak up. So again, the expressive is coming to me as I'm looking at the solar plexus chakra. Be confident enough to speak up and speak out. For some of you, you probably haven't been really being your most confident, most expressive self because maybe you don't want to fight and argue and ruffle no feathers between somebody, but you need to, or else again you just keep yourself stuck in the same weaknesses. Ain't this what they say? And quote, a person sent to help reveal your weaknesses and aid in your spiritual evolution. So if you know you're too scary to speak up and you usually just tuck your tail and try to bite your tongue and keep the peace even though it's fucking with your confidence and it's making you feel shy and it's making you feel low self-esteem and it's making you feel less than and it's making you feel however insert adjective here, right? You need to say something. Don't be afraid to step on nobody's toes. And I say that as a Sagittarius woman, Sagittarius Mercury, during this Sagittarius Scorpio Mercury retrograde we having. Step on toes. Speak the truth. Speak your truth and say exactly what you have to say. Say it with your motherfucking chest out and your chin high. Because when the shoe is on the other foot, people are exactly going to do that to you. But I'm also an advocate for when you know something, go with your gut, go with your confidence, and save yourself your breath. So again, for those of you where it's your solar plexus and maybe you're confident and you know that this is someone dealing with outside people or someone who's just trying to be a player, there's also nothing to really even express or talk about. Just leave. Trust your gut. And that could go to the beginning of what I said. Or I said the solar plexus being at the navel is coming to me. And it makes me feel like be confident in your gut. Be confident in what you know you're feeling. If you know there's somebody playing in your face, you're not stupid. Two plus two is four. The stove is hot and water is wet. Ain't nobody got to tell you that more than once. You already know that. So go with what it is that you know. Go with the facts. Give me one more card on this. But for those of you where that resonates, this is very like unrequited love. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles just fell sideways. So this is not a commitment. I don't feel like this is something where a commitment is going to be had. Okay, this might even be someone who might dangle commitment in your face. Where today they might want to be committed, or today they act committed, and tomorrow they don't want to be, or they act like they're not. And again, it's player energy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who wants to commit is going to do exactly that. The only person who plays games is somebody who's in player energy, is someone who thinks that there's a game to be played, aka children. Because grown motherfuckers ain't coming. A real motherfucker that's grown, and I ain't talking about your chronological age. I'm talking about mindset, emotionally, mentally grown. They ain't coming on that. They letting you know what it is out of the game. Temperance card is reversed. Sagittarius energy is here. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I did pick up Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, some of you definitely have lost your patience with this connection. And it might drain you. It might make you feel less than. It might make you feel like you shy and timid, or like you scared to speak up, or you know what I'm saying, like you insecure. You know that they kind of might have a wandering eye. You know they dealing with other women. You feel like maybe you're not enough. Cut your losses. Get up out of this. So again, if you need clarity and confirmation, like here you go, get up out of this before the week is over. You don't even gotta waste a whole lot of time, girl. I go ahead and send a text and chop that tonight. Because again, this Two of Cups is here. So again, y'all not on the same page. Whoever this is, you with this person, it's definitely no wonder you have the toxic karmic partner card here. Because again, this is an unrequited love. This feels like somebody who probably don't even feel about you the same way you feel about them. Confirm that for me with this Two of Cups. Confirm that for me with this Two of Cups. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles reversed. They definitely do not feel about you the same way you feel about them. They do not feel about you the same way you feel about them. So go ahead and cut your losses. If you do feel like, oh, we argue all the time, or, I'm scared to even say nothing because if I do express myself, it'll turn to an argument, or, I know that they did it with other people, they be lying to me, or, they be real in my face, acting like they care about me, and then I don't hear from them from the rest of the week. Cut your losses. Again, accountability down at the part of the day. You need to reevaluate, you need to reflect, you need to take some responsibility, reparent, reprogram yourself, and ask yourself, have you been putting up with this shit? Why have you been putting up with this shit? And what's your accountability on why you might be attracting people like this? Is it because you're trying to mommy people? Is it because you're trying to get something out of them that you ain't getting in childhood? Like there's a need to, again, not think so much about love, like I said this week, and think about really implementing these ideas and these projects to really elevate your life so you can really kind of see some progress. Love right now just is filled with fuck more energy, because for the karmic partner card to come out twice make me feel like fuck more energy is running rampant at an all-time high right now with these retrogrades and everything else going on in the astrological climate. Give me something for this turtle and this karmic partner card. Leverage card reverse. Yeah. Leverage card reverse. So again, for those of you, like I said, you might just need to be patient. It might seem like love just kind of slowly inching by you. Three of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, didn't I just say that? You have other things to be focused on. So what you need to know this week is focus on other things. Now is the time to be focused on love. The Lover's card, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. It's okay to be courted. It's okay to want to hang out. It's okay to date. But I wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket, and I wouldn't put a whole lot of gas on romance right now. This should not be your focus, collective. It's not. Nine of Pentacles is here. Didn't I just say Nine of Pentacles is about reaping the fruits of your labor? Seven of Pentacles is reversed. So that's about planting the seed. That's about watering the seed. That's about what are you investing your time, your energy, your money in, your efforts in. What are you investing in? Nine of Pentacles is now you to put in the hard work. You're reaping the fruits of your labor. Life is great. You're amazing. You're thriving better than ever before. Life has really turned wonders for you, and that's what your divine team wants for you. You might still meet karmic partners, who might again still might be here to help you learn some lessons, because again, this karmic partner card is about people coming into your life not because they're necessarily toxic, but to help you face your fears, help you face your insecurities, to really help you learn lessons so you can finish growing, evolving. That's what this is about right now. And for you to keep going back to the drawing board every time you meet people like this to say, okay, what did I learn? What did that teach me? I'm triggered. What's coming up in me? Is it from my childhood? Is it from my last relationship? Is this a friendship wound and I'm just feeling like I can't trust nobody? Is it relationship PTSD? What is it? And it's for you to heal and mend as you go. But right now, you're meant to be focusing on how you can reap the fruits of your labor. Right now, you need to be focused on the slow but steady progress you're making when it comes to what you're investing in, learning how to invest in your businesses, you're investing in your partnerships, really investing in the projects that you have, nurturing these again babies, because babies don't always just mean pregnancy and like a physical baby. Again, a baby or a birth of a conception, a birth of something new can be a child, yes, but it can also be a birth of, like I said, a new school program, a new business, a new job, a new opportunity, a new project, a new movie, a new album, a new mixtape. It could be anything. So it's like making sure that you put yourself out there, making sure that you focus on that, because that should be your focus right now at this time. I'm trying to see if I want to pull an oracle card, but I think I've pulled enough. But yeah, that's been your reading so far. That's been your reading so far. Queen of Pentacles down at the bottom of the deck, reversed. So yeah, you need to start investing in yourself. Worry less about love and romance and focus more on generational wealth and these new projects and these new ventures that you have from my collective. Love will come. But for those of you already currently dealing with somebody, this person ain't it. Sorry. Don't shoot the messenger. Hands up, don't shoot. Okay? But this person is not it. Cut your losses. You don't need nobody around you that make you feel like you're not that guy, like you're not that girl, like you can't express yourself, like you gotta walk on eggshells around them. Like every time I express my feelings, they say I wanna argue. Cut your losses with these people. Especially these player ass. I don't know if I want to be committed or not committed. I like you today and I'm Danny Phantom tomorrow. Give these people about your life. They don't mean you know well anyway. They ain't doing nothing but waste of time. Okay, who did I see? Who did I say again? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Queen of Cups Queen of Pentacles is down at the bottom of the deck. So I will also say Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses. Okay, so that has what I have for you. Thank you again so much for tuning in. If you got this far on my channel, I really appreciate it. Thumbs up. Leave me some comments if this resonated. Again, 10% off all readings for comeback CO. Well, not all of them. The in-depth readings and the more lengthier readings, you get 10% off. 2026 yearly review readings are also available. Shop pay is also available for that if you want to do monthly installments to pay for it. And yeah, my name is B. Just in case you forgot from the beginning of this, and I'll see you over on the next video. Bye.